There is a conspiracy theory which, on the surface of it, makes a small amount of sense. Throughout human history, this was once, for a fleeting moment, a scientific possibility. And it certainly has more positives than the flat Earth theory. I am, of course, talking about hollow Earth. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin today, a quick shout out and thank you to the sponsors of today's video, Opinion Outpost. Opinion Outpost is a lovely way to earn a little bit of extra money for doing almost nothing at all. It is unbelievably easy to get paid for simply sharing your opinion. You can make money whilst watching Netflix, up late at night not being able to sleep, waiting for your friends, literally anywhere. I've tried it out and it is an absolute breeze. I'll be using the extra cash to buy some extra books for the Simon Dan Book Club. Click on the link in the description to start earning some extra cash now. Right, back to today's video where U-Skillz, who is a hollow earther, has decided that he solved global warming. This should be incredible. Just to give you an idea on the calibre of U-Skillz' intellect, check out this video he did where he's discussing the Devil's Tower.
I have the theories that this is the tree of life that is talked about in many religions. And a lot of people think that not only this, but other things that look like it in Utah are trees of life, and giant plateaus in South America and even Australia and all over the world are what used to be trees of life, and I can't disagree.
Yes, he's a Devil's Tower is the remains of a giant tree guy. So we're going to be focusing on his video called Make the Deserts Green Again, Google Earth/Hollow Earth. This is going to be very interesting. Away you go, buddy.
Welcome everyone to an Unlocking Fun in Google Earth. I think I have found the solution to global warming and the truth behind the Ice Age. Now, hear me out. I know this sounds weird.
You'd be surprised how much weird I've actually looked at. You'll be fine.
And it's going to sound weirder. But the solution for global warming,
here it comes, everyone,
is to melt the ice caps.
This is precisely what we're trying to stop from happening. I mean, honestly, I'll be interested to hear his reasoning on this one.
Here and here. Now, again, hear me out. I'm not talking about going to the ice caps with blowtorches and melting the ice, because that could create havoc for all the ocean life.
Yeah, that's the only silly thing about that statement, isn't it? It'll play havoc with the ocean life. I wonder how many blowtorches it would take.
And probably even make our planet a planet of many storms, hurricanes, and tornadoes for the next, I don't know, century or so.
Because we get none of that already, do we?
So, we don't want to melt the ice caps right away to fix global warming, but what we do need to do in order to fix global warming is plant more trees, specifically in places where nothing wants to grow.
There's a reason that nothing wants to grow there, buddy.
Here and there in the deserts. We need to be able to get these deserts back to their former glory of thriving lands with lush greens like these lands here in the jungles. They were once great and lush lands.
A genuinely valiant cause there, buddy. But if we plant trees there, then they'll die.
And we need to free up the ice caps, not just for global warming, but so that we can finally access the entrances to Hollow Earth very easily.
And there it is. The Hollow Earth has finally crept in.
And of course we already know Google tried their best to cover up the Hollow Earth entrances. You can see the little circle right there where they tried to edit it out. It's a smaller circle at the top than it is at the bottom. Huge 500-mile circle here at the bottom. I think it's actually a 500-mile diameter, making the hole 1,000 miles wide.
Now, of course, the rest of us here in normality know that there are no secret entrances or that Google Earth is hiding anything. Also, it appears he's confused radius with diameter.
But they did a lot of editing errors. You can see the mountains shift. But with all this ice and snow gone, this whole continent could be as green as the rainforest.
Our survey said...
Pretty sure it won't. In fact, it would be ice and snow again very quickly.
South America. And this isn't going to heat the entire planet up like you think it would. Like, you think, okay, so we have this ice here. In order to heat it up, we need this much temperature. And you're thinking, okay, so this much temperature is going to be applied here and everywhere, right? Not so, because what my plan is, and why we shouldn't use blowtorches to melt the ice caps, the plan is to get the green life here so that the greenhouse effect kicks in.
What? That is absolutely what we don't want. And planting extra trees will slow the greenhouse effect because they'll be effectively taking carbon out of the atmosphere.
And it brings the entire planet to a more suitable living temperature for all life. So this area cools down, but this area heats up. And you think, well, all the ice caps are melting, so then the water levels, the sea levels, are gonna go up. People are gonna drown, cities are gonna go underwater.
Bingo. Can't wait to hear his response to that.
But water, when it is frozen, expands. So that means it is very likely that all of this shallow water that we see here, all this light blue around England and all around Europe and all around pretty much all of the coasts here around the world, all of that could have been above the water.
But it's not. It's under the water. And besides, all of the ice on Antarctica, or most of it, sits on the landmass. Therefore, all of that ice will end up in the ocean.
The water levels are probably high right now. And we already know that there are some cities that have been sunk due to the rising water levels over here in Africa. They've been finding cities all over Africa, all over the coasts of Africa. So we need to take all the deserts and find a way to get water to them. We could even maybe take chunks of ice from the caps and spray them on the deserts. Or do something, somehow. We need to get these deserts green again, so that we can free up the ice caps and make not only a huge continent here, and a nice continent here, and a great area for boating here, because look at this, it's just huge.
A great area for boating? Positively balmy.
But we could also get more land all through here. Look at all this shallow water between Russia and Alaska.
The sea level is going to rise, not sink. Here is a map of what my fair isle would look like if all of the polar ice caps melted. I would be underwater right now.
All of that could be land. And not to mention all of that possible land that'll be free to us on this side of our world, but on the inside of our world it'll be more accessible.
Oh, will it now? There is of course no evidence to suggest that the Earth is hollow.
Whether or not there are several civilizations in inner Earth that we've been separated from for thousands of years, I don't know.
I do. There are none.
But I do know that the Earth is hollow, and there is a great possibility that there is life on the inside. Whether or not it is intelligent life, or whether or not it is the aliens that we experience quite often.
Okay, so aliens may come from the inside of Earth rather than from outer space. Gotcha.
Is yet to be known. But if we make the deserts green and we melt these ice caps, we will be able to find out.
We'll find out soon enough if global warming continues at the rate it does, won't we?
And the next bit that I mentioned at the beginning, the truth about the Ice Age. Now the Ice Age, that covered most of America, North America here. As you can see, the damage is still very prevalent in northern Canada with all of these thousands of lakes. Can we not do that? And then it stretched all the way down to the northern states of the United States of America.
I'm assuming he's referring to the last ice age, which is around 2.6 million years ago. And yes, it is thought that the ice did encroach all the way into the northern United States at that time.
And the reason why I believe this happened is because this desert was created. It's the law of every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Okay, I'm done. He's literally using one of Newton's laws of motion to describe an ice age. The Sahara Desert has existed for about 10,000 years, not 2.6 million years. Well, there we go. What a fascinating insight into the hollow Earth world and how this one proponent can possibly save humanity. If you enjoyed it today, then please do like the video and subscribe as well if the feeling takes you, bottom right hand corner. Just enough time to once again thank Opinion Outpost for sponsoring today's video. Please click on the link in the description to earn some extra cash. I've been Simon Dan, have yourselves a great week, and I'll see you all on Friday where Multi Tom Tom is back. See you then.